All right. Hello, everybody. You'll have to tell me how my mic's doing. A lot of people had complaints about the audio on the last lore video, so we'll see how I sound right now. But hello, how's it going? What's up, Big D? How's it going, Brandon? Um, what, all of them? What did I name the stream? Talking about lore and playing Skyrim. A little bit tiny is how I sound. Uh, hmm. I sound spacious. Ooh. How's this? Is that a little bit better? Move the mic closer to my face. Tinny, I see. I've gotten a new setup. I have a standing desk now, so I think it really messed with the actual audio quality. How's it going? You sound different to me as well, but I'm not using headphones right now, so I couldn't tell you what exactly is different. Oh, all the old gods of Asgard. Specifically, Odin, Thor, and Balder, I think, is in the band. How's it going, Jimbo? Okay, swap things over. Okay. Game's down a bit. You do sound different. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh, wait, maybe I do know. I don't know. I actually have no clue. Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do, though. I'm just gonna load up a prisoner save file. We're gonna make a new character.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
Am I playing modded Skyrim? I hardly ever play modded.
Jarl Ulfric.
Where's my boy?
Dareloth of Riverwood.
There he is. I may or may not delete my YouTube channel.
No, I'm not a rebel.
Well, why is that?
You can't do this. Halt! You're not gonna kill me.
People already got some review copies for AC4 Resynced. I have not gotten any review copies for anything. I get the last company that contacted me was a
Who are you?
a sleeping mask company or something like that. There's 25 people in stream right now. If you guys want to see a particular race played, just type it in chat. I'll do whatever the most popular thing is right now. Yeah, I hardly ever play modded Skyrim. Dark Elf, Argonian, Lice. Dunmer. Hi, Bestie. How's it going? Imperial, Dark Elf. See, 3 Dark Elf, 3 Argonian, 4 Argonian. Another Imperial. Man, these are my 3 favorite races, too. Imperial, Dark Elf, and Argonian. I think we're going to go with Argonian, though. It's been the most people have wanted to see it. Lizhard. Breton. Interesting. I play Breton. It's generally my tradition to play Breton first every time when I play Skyrim or whatever Elder Scrolls game. But that tradition has been broken because Bethesda hasn't released a game in forever. Do they have... I can't remember. They don't have that many war paint options, but we'll go with this one. I like the red. Yeah, we'll look something like this. I'm not going to focus too much on building the perfect character. think I like that. I know you can do some cool stuff, yeah, with the eyeliner for Argonians. Make him red and scary. We'll do that. Okay, this will be... Do I ever play High Elves? If so, which ones? I do play High Elves occasionally, especially when I'm doing a magic build or something like that. Alright. That's our name. Is Blades now canon or not? Man, fuck Blades, I don't know.
Captain, what should we do?
Blades got destroyed, and I wasn't there to celebrate it. I was camping.
By your orders.
I should turn on my audio. Yeah, if I was in town when Blades got executed, I would have celebrated in the streets. I did make some s'mores, yeah.
Make sure you remain so attuned to black.
I'm not playing with any mods. Nope.
The captain, prisoner.
I hope and pray Elder Scrolls 6 is released and enjoyable, or at least the same level as Skyrim was. I hope so, but I mean, I think we all have to temper our expectations pretty hard.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice.
I mean, I'm assuming that everybody's heard of the layoffs at Microsoft that just happened like yesterday.
Plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites. As we commend your
We did about ESO layoffs. Yeah, it wasn't just ESO though. I mean, the ESO team got a huge cut, but ESO is done for. I don't know if it's done for, but honestly, like, might be a good sign. I hate to say. 3,000 employees gone, Bethesda's IP being heavily prioritized. Yes. Well, because those are the only ones that will make them money, guaranteed. I mean, regardless of how good or bad the Elder Scrolls 6 is, it will make money, I'm assuming, from people that are, like, unk status like me. But, I don't know how much longevity, something like that. It might be like a big burst of cash, and then if it's horrible, people won't play it and won't recommend it. And then they will truly just be dead.
Did you hear that?
I said next prisoner.
Todd Howard is the physical manifestation of capitalism. Yeah, I could agree. Arcane is either shutting down or being sold, and apparently because Blades was internally delayed and overfunded. Really wanted that Blade game. Oh, Blade, not Blades. Yes. I feel bad for Arcane. I think Arcane is a really good studio. I wish they would have been able to not make Redfall. Alright. Got off Legends and you started streaming. Yeah. I haven't been able to really get a whole lot of good time on Legends.
You need to get over here now. That boy. Stay close to the wall.
Stuck. So, yeah, I was camping for about a week with my buddies. We were in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So if you live in the UP, we were up by you.
We're escaping, Hathor. You're not stopping us this time.
And I was somewhere so far away from my phone, like we didn't have hardly any connection.
We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
I say this every time we play, but hidden tech.
There you
You
go.
can see that animation
Take a
if
look
you
around.
immediately
There
go
should
into
be
third
plenty of
person.
gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these books. You better get that armor on. Get that sword. You swing.
We should do... Let's do a restoration... Restoration, like, spell sword. It sounds like fun. Okay, I always forget how this works.
Keep moving. That thing is
We want that. Okay.
around there.
And we immediately equip. Yes. Alright, good stuff. Hello, I have a lore question. Well, you come to the right place. I'm gonna sound like a dick, but whenever these gaming dev studios try something different, it always ends with the death of a studio or the studio on a ledge. Well, I think one big problem with when Microsoft bought all these studios, they were probably in the midst of working on all this stuff, right? Like, Bethesda had been working on Starfield prior to them getting eaten up by Microsoft. And I'm guessing that when they bought Bethesda, they weren't like,
Hear that? Storm.
man, it'd be so great if we had Starfield under our belt. They were wanting them to probably make Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5. But I'm guessing under some contract, they were like, well, we get to finish Starfield first. Starfield is a fucking total flop, and it makes them lose money rather than gain money. And then you have... yeah, so you have that as probably a huge financial tank for them. And then, like, stuff like Avowed. It's like, what are we doing with Avowed? I think Avowed got teased around the same time as... Elder Scrolls 6, right? And so... I think Avowed got fucked with a bunch by Microsoft under its development. Because... it just was a really rocky game in general. But they were marketing it completely... They were marketing Avowed completely incorrectly to people who, in no world, were ever going to give a shit about Avowed. But they were like, "Oh, this is like the next big thing," and then that person left that review that it was a Skyrim competitor when really it never was and never will be.
Done then. This way.
Avowed was teased in 2020, I think. Gotcha. I adored the Pillars games, but Avowed was so dull and bland. I still like Avowed, but yeah. I can take any criticism about Avowed, basically, and be like, yeah, that's valid. Oh, oops. I've noticed a new person with only partial collection. There's an option on the website to start as intended. Oh, very few people online. Dano probably knows composition of all my decks by now. Nice. More people are being added as testers. That is good.
A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon, please.
What happened to the Dwemer? Will they come back in the next game? Thank you. So as far as the Dwemer go, I'm pretty certain that they're either in... Like, I could see a major plotline to the next game being that the Dwemer have come back and they're, like, far more technologically advanced than they even were previously, which I think that'd be kind of an interesting plot. But that's probably not what's going to happen. The Dwemer, I mean, it's been left ambiguous for so long. There's a theory that they turned into Magicka itself. There's a theory that they ascended to a higher plane of existence or something like that. One of the accounts of Red Mountain says that they turned to dust. So, who really knows, honestly? It must really suck putting 5 years of your life into trying to make a new game and everybody says, but this isn't Skyrim. Yeah, and it's... I mean, that came from, like, what, I forget the lead developer for that game, but she was like giving an interview like, yep, we never said that it was supposed to be like Skyrim, it's not even open world. That was just a really unfortunate rumor that started. your mama.
All right. Let's see if we can find a way out.
How's it going, Ikaro? Speaking as someone from Britain, I don't really remember seeing too much about Avowed. Yeah, I don't know if, like, region would have affected how much information was out about Avowed, but Avowed was definitely never... Like, it's a Pillars game. Pillars is very much... Pillars is very much a game that, like... I never played Pillars at all for the gameplay. Pillars gameplay, like, it is the least interesting thing to me about it. I play Pillars for, like, the story, the environments, the world building, and the consequences. And so, it, like, saying that that was going to be the next Skyrim is, like, the stupidest thing ever. It's very tone deaf, and it's like, did you ever play Pillars? You know? You know what it's about? It's not the same thing. I have a theory question. Would you say the actual physical Elder Scrolls that are in the main story of Skyrim and in the Thieves Guild quest in Oblivion are the writing scripts themselves? You'd have to explain what you mean by writing scripts, I guess. ChatGPT said the Dwemer became Numidian skin. Thank you for the answer. Yeah, I would not use ChatGPT for your lore questions. Or really anything, to be honest with you. I think the whole Dwemer disappearance is meant to be mysterious. I don't think they'll come back. Them being a powerful race that vanished and left cool ruins behind is sort of their thing. I wouldn't mind them coming back. I think that people that say that that they'll never come back, or that, like, Bethesda, you know, there's nothing to do with them coming back, I think that is, like, very short-sighted. You have a very interesting race of people that vanished. You could do something cool with it. I just don't think that Bethesda is probably able to do something cool with it, because Bethesda tend to botch a lot of their stuff. Clearly, the Dwemer just turned invisible. I love that. Chris Avalon on Twitter said that Avowed and Outer Worlds should have been reasons to not do layoffs at Obsidian, but he also doesn't work at Obsidian right now. I think that, like, I think the Outer Worlds, I mean, I know the Outer Worlds won a handful of awards, actually, when it came out, but the Outer Worlds was another thing, too, where people were like, it's space Fallout, what are you doing? It's just space Fallout. This is stupid. And, you know, it kind of, you could say that it is, but I think it's like very shallow. Okay. It's the one with the map. Yup. I mean by when the writers of the story of the Elder Scrolls series themselves would have a script that contains the story itself. So if you read... Oh, okay, yeah. I think that that's valid. Yeah, I like that theory that the Elder Scrolls are actually the, like, scripts that the writers create themselves. That's fun. Alright, this camp is so awesome. Always stop by this camp on every run, please. Have to be done well, otherwise it just feels cheap. Could be cool though. Yeah, and I think that, like, the little quest in the College of Winterhold is interesting with Arniel Gain. He uses the soul gem to replicate the Heart of Lorcan, and then you can summon his ghost afterward, which is interesting. So the Elder Scrolls make you blind because of how bad the scripts are. That's based. Yeah, I was talking about this in the Arden-Sul video a little bit, but, like, I mentioned how Jigalag is basically the Daedric version of Akatosh, and more accurately, he's the Daedric version of, like, Alduin, where he serves as both the creator god and the destroyer god of the Shivering Isles. And I've said time and time again, I think that Bethesda do a really horrible job of showcasing that that Alduin is a god in this game. Also, the plan for today is to do as many Daedric quests as possible. So in order to do that, we are going to need to... Actually, I need to play a thief, which is very typical Skyrim behavior, but it's just the quickest way to level up. So a lot of Daedric quests are locked in this game. Actually, we'll just fast travel because I'm a lazy fuck. But we'll go over here and take the Thief Stone. And yeah, we're going to be doing some Daedric quests because we're going to be doing the next lore video on the nature of souls in this series. So I wanted to do Daedric quests and see exactly what the princes say about taking your soul and whatnot. I think the big thing is going to be the Thieves Guild with Nocturnal, making you pledge to become a Nightingale. So we'll want to get footage for that. Makes sense why it would blind the Moth Priest and drive people mad, because you are literally spoiling the story and reading something you should never have read. In a sense. I mean, the Elder Scrolls, I think, are definitely... It is definitely some kind of allegory for the main quest of the game. Ooh. Bunny slaughtered. One. It's definitely some sort of an allegory for that, because what they say is that the events within the scrolls are subject to change. Oh, another bunny. And I think that is supposed to represent the free will of the player. Am I going stealth archer? Probably. It's just the easiest thing to do. But I don't think I picked up a bow. Yeah, I didn't pick up a bow, so. Regarding the Elder Scroll that we see in Skyrim, it's pretty safe to assume that it was represented on Alduin's wall. Yeah, and that's another funny thing I pointed out in one of my videos, was that the fact that the Blades chose to, like, scribe an Elder Scroll into stone is pretty funny, because the Elder Scrolls themselves are subject to change. Oh, don't go inside, don't go inside, don't go inside, don't go inside. God damn it.
Secret. Whatever. Of course. But what's all this about?
I
What
played
are
Elder
you two
Scrolls
doing
Castles. Yeah, I have a video on Elder Scrolls Castles on my channel. I think it's dog shit. But I do, I have played it.
What? That explains what I saw earlier. The Jarl needs... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun.
Do you think we will get a Stros Mackay DLC in Elder Scrolls 6? I hope we don't. We saw Stros Mackay in ESO. I'm not super interested in it. Souls are a fun topic. I really enjoyed Andrew Young's expansion on Khajiit Souls with Zareth Bar and the writings he did since he left ZOS a few years ago. Yeah, I think a lot of the ESO's done a good job at expanding the world in that way. Sorry. I hope we never see Test 6 TBH. Honestly, the longer that time goes on, the more that becomes a totally valid take. I think that that the actual... Like, here's my big thing with the Bethesda layoffs and everything. What I saw happened at, I believe, Obsidian, because Obsidian's team got kind of gutted. They lost like 60 to 70 people. And from what I understand, a lot of people that were kicked off the team were like artists, right? And I think that what Bethesda's plan is to try to save time by AI generating stuff into their games. So I really do think that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be an AI generated nightmare.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Try and fight back.
There's our bow. AI generated design from Apollo. I mean, it would probably just pull from Kirkbride's drawings and stuff, to be honest with you.
That's close enough. What was that? Ha! Found you!
I hated Kirkbride's drawing of Mephala so much. I think it's really cool, actually. You think Test 6 is going to be AI? Sounds like an actual nightmare. I mean, I would assume that's why they've let so many people go, is because they figure they can replace their jobs with AI. Just makes the most sense to me. The closer we get to Test 6, the more I think it's going to be Iliac and not just Hammerfell, a la Daggerfall. I think if they do the Iliac Bay, I won't buy it. I think if they do the Iliac Bay in totality, I'm going to be like, yeah, go fuck yourself. I want to see a new location. If they do the Iliac Bay if they do a reprisal of a zone we've already seen for Elder Scrolls 6, I will actually, like, riot. Give me something fucking new. I don't want to see a reprisal. I don't care. You can go play Elder Scrolls 2 if you want to see the Iliac Bay. I think it's one of the better things he's done. Actually appropriate gross out. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that. I think it's a super cool... It's gross, but it's meant to be gross. And it's not a child, so that's great. Oops, that was really bad. In that case, 80% of Tamriel will be reprisal of ESO. Well, yes. For one thing, though, a zone that they have kept out of ESO is Hammerfell. And for two, I don't consider ESO to be a mainline Elder Scrolls game. It's everything that's happened in ESO, to be honest, is largely unimportant. I mean, there's like it's some neat lore that's been added, but I think ESO in general is largely skippable. You should play... I mean, if you guys saw the video that I did on ESO recently that was talking about how to fix ESO, there's about 4 DLCs that I would suggest you play in ESO, and that's, I think, about everything that you need to play. I really like your idea of reviving adventures for Test to make, like, smaller spin-offs. Yeah, I think that, I don't know why they... I mean, I know why they stopped doing that, but, like, if they wanted to release easy games... Like, I want the Elder Scrolls... It's a fantasy series, but that doesn't mean that every game in the series needs to be a first-person, open-world RPG. Give me, like... Assassin's Creed did Assassin's Creed Chronicles. And that's, like... I hate how they dodge the arrows sometimes. But, you know, those are like 2.5 side-scroller, side-scroller type games, though. And those are super interesting.
Time to end this little game.
So I would just like more content in the Elder Scrolls universe, whether it be first-person RPG or platformer or stealth game. Like, give me a Metal Gear-style Elder Scrolls game where you're stealthing through missions to, like, assassinate the Emperor or something. You know, do something cool. But, like, the one time that we got a card game, people lost their shit because it wasn't a first-person open-world RPG. It's one of the reasons why, like, I think when people complain about ESO, they're like, it's an MMO, it's not an RPG. It's like, okay, you don't want to play an MMO, that's fine, but at least it's a thing. ESO Strospakai is just a rock with sand. Yeah, it has a Dwemer Ruin on it, and it's got the, what is it, Hunding's Landing or something like that. I want them to redo something in ESO, specifically so I can stop going to the UESP or Google Image for reference. Please erase ESO interpretations from history. I think ESO has good interpretations of stuff.
Do your worst.
I don't know how that just missed him.
Mercy!
Okay.
No. Not.
Thoughts on a potential Elder Scrolls TV show? I think that you could do an Elder Scrolls TV show pretty easily. I think you just adapt the Oblivion story and make it episodic for the main quest. I hate ESO's Somerset Isles. I do too. I think the Somerset Isles in ESO is pretty bad. Hey Dareloth, what's up? How was your road trip? It was good. We took about a 7-hour road trip up through Wisconsin. We went to this little place. It was a campsite in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So we had a good time. It was me and 6 of my buddies, and we just were able to get away and kind of unplug from stuff for a while. My phone didn't even have connection out there. There were no showers, so we had to bathe in the lake.
Someone coming. Is that you, Hot
It was a good time though. All the budget going to Sean Bean. I don't think Sean Bean can reasonably play Martin Septim anymore. He's pretty old now.
Get it away from me! Get it away! Ah, kill it! Kill it! Ah, kill it! Kill it! Ah. Keep it away from me!
ESO's Morrowind, Faction Zones, not the DLC,
Get it away!
has its own problem. It's almost worse for me because they had something to base it off of and didn't at all. You mean with just like base Deshaun and Stonefalls? ESO did peak with the cinematics. 100% agree.
Get it away from me! Get it away! Don't let it get me! Help!
So when I was a kid, my friend, he was really afraid of this frostbite spider, and he made me come over to his house.
You! Over here!
Hear about the Xbox layoffs? Yes.
Coming loose!
We were just talking about that a little bit ago.
You fool!
All right. So ESO is bad? I don't think ESO is bad at all. I think that you have to like MMOs in order to like, if you don't like MMOs, or if you can't like grind a bit to like gain XP for your character, or if you're not interested in like having a build for your class, if you don't know how to like build your class, you are going to have a bad time with ESO. You need to actually be prepared to engage with the MMO mechanics in ESO. Otherwise, you are going to be one of the people that very heavily dislike it. Like, if you go into ESO thinking that it's Skyrim, but set in the second era, that is just not true. 1,000 hours of fun, never want to touch it again. Yeah. Yeah, I've put in a lot of time in ESO. I've got a lot of time in it. I don't think I would say that it's blanket bad. I'd say I think that it is it's a mixed bag. There are really, really good parts of it, but there's also really, really bad parts of it. And the bad parts of ESO are fucking horrible. It's not just like a regular kind of bad. Most of what's bad for ESO for me, though, like, I like the MMO mechanics of it. I do. What I take issue with... Alright. What I take issue with is the lore mistakes that they made. I think those are the most egregious things for me. And the good parts are okay. I think, like, the Arden-Sul stuff that got added was really, really cool. But yeah, they just make some really stupid decisions. ESO can be very good. I love Murkmire. Yeah, Murkmire's great. Murkmire actually made me cry the first time I played it. Ow. The music especially, the lore-based bard songs are fantastic. Yeah, they are. They got Maluka to sing a couple of those. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is just about done. We'll drive out the stormcloaks and restore what we owe. With our blood and our tears, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. La la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, do 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 do. Will this be released as a single? I don't know. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. The plane meld is nigh. The plane meld is nigh. Yeah. No, I think the music in ESO is really good. I like how you can tell Age of Oppression was made in response to aggression because of how awkward it sounds. Yeah, how does Age of Oppression go? Because yeah, that was I think I said Age of Aggression, but that was Age of Oppression. We'll drive out the Empire and do-do-do-do-do. I sang aggression. No, I sang aggression. I think I called it oppression at the beginning. All hail to Ulfric is enough of a sign. All hail to Ulfric. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, are you guys in chat? Are you pro Ulfric or are you anti Ulfric? Or I guess are you? It doesn't have to be Ulfric, but to me, a lot of it comes down to Ulfric Stormcloak. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. Yeah, that does sound a little awkward. Pro-Empire, anti-Ulfric, yeah. Pro-Ulfric, peace, anti-Ulfric. Ulfric was a Thalmor asset, prove me wrong. Long live the Empire, anti. It sounds like most people here are pro-Empire. I think that Ulfric is based. I think that Ulfric can be based and also be wrong, is the problem. I think that he's just like... I wish he would use his brain a little bit more, you know? Against Ulfric, personally, for the Stormcloaks politically. Yeah, I think that, like, what the Stormcloaks are fighting for is really good. But I think that I definitely am against Ulfric as a guy. Make Balgriff High King. Balgriff is pretty, like, provenly a shady guy, though. Pro Reachman. Yeah, let the Reachman take over. I understand the problems Ulfric wants to address, but his actions help the Thalmor more. Yeah, his actions help the Thalmor way more. And it's like, what happened with the Markarth incident, with him taking over Markarth, ultimately helped the Thalmor more than anything else. Why shady? Because of his kids? He's shady because he's got the Blade of Mephala in his basement. And his wife died under mysterious circumstances. Would any Jarl really be a decent High King, though? I would say no to Balgruuf. I would say no to... I'd probably say no to Layla Lawgiver, because she's kind of, like, got a pretty corrupt city going on. From what I remember. Listen, a man has to have hobbies. Yeah, and one of them is killing his wife. God, I miss, like, I've been playing so much Oblivion. And, I miss being able to do trick shots with my bow. Mid-air. Is the book The Bear of Markarth accurate? It's likely embellished. The guy who writes The Bear of Markarth, I believe, has an agenda towards the Reachmen or something like that. Sid gear for High King? You gotta be kidding me. Falk Firebeard would be a good High King. Honestly, I'd fuck with Falk Firebeard as High King, but... most realistic, unfortunately, yeah. Maybe the Soothsayer Fortune Jarl. Yeah, where is she Jarl at? Morthal, right? I think Elisif needs experience, but she's very reasonable. Yeah, I like Elisif. I think Elisif is a good Jarl. Maven, or however you spell it. Oh god, Maven's too real. Let's level up a little bit here. Put some points into stamina. Wow, we have 4 level ups. I forget how quickly you level up in this game. Nazim for High King. I mean, Nazim is so misunderstood. Oh shit. That was pretty cool though. I am bugged that the current Jarls are not called kings. Am I out of arrows? Alright. We'll make this work. Nazim is literally cucked. You leave my man alone. Recently getting into playing Morrowind, and it's not as obtuse as people led me to believe. It really, like, the thing that people have to understand about Morrowind is it was very popular when it came out. It's not a game that's, like, so fucking hard to play. Like, people figured it out 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It's not that hard. It's just people don't want to engage with it. Because your hits don't immediately connect to people. Put Sabille on the throne, why not? Do I think Morrowind combat is good? I think Morrowind combat is fine. I don't... It's very basic. Morrowind is another game that I don't play for the combat. Kind of like what I was saying with Pillars of Eternity. I don't care too much about what the combat of my Elder Scrolls game is like. I mean, I think that it's an important part. I think Skyrim has one of the better feeling combat systems. I think Oblivion's combat is... I prefer it more because you can do more at once. But I think that Skyrim is more fun to play. I guess, just because Oblivion's core mechanics are a little messed up due to the whole scaling issue thing. Let's see. Let's do some flames. This is an insane sword to come across in the first dungeon, have to say. Like, a sword with soul trap on it already is crazy. Having a physical map made Morrowind easier. Yeah, I bet. Jarl Nazim side quest to become Thane, remove 3 commoners. Oh, and help anyone outside the Cloud District negates any Thane quest you complete. Chest. Ooh, Amulet of Kinnereth. Where'd you go? There it is. I forgot the secret chest. Didn't forget the secret potion. Yoink. Okay, we'll go... I think we need to make a couple pit stops. We'll go immediately to Winterhold to get access to the college, because that's important for power leveling in Skyrim. And then we'll go over to Riften and we'll join the Thieves Guild right after that. Recently bought Morrowind, haven't played it yet, but the lore/story around the Tribunal, Nerevar, and Dagathir is so cool. Yeah, Steam Summer Sale is happening right now, so if you can get Morrowind, I mean, it's probably under $5, I'd imagine. I'd say do it. Lore question. If Akaviri could transcribe the Elder Scroll on Alduin's wall, how could it appear in Blackreach? Or is it just common Elder Scroll shenanigans and it could appear anywhere? Well, it's not that the Elder Scroll appeared in Blackreach, I don't think. It's that the Dwemer found it and they were studying it. That's why it's in Blackreach. Oh shit. Damn necromancers. What do you use powers again? Q? Z? There we go. Yes, but the Akaviri were in Skyrim after the Dwemer left. Oh yeah, I guess I hadn't considered that. I don't know. Must be some sort of common knowledge, I guess. I'm running a total overhaul with AI voices and some other additions in Morrowind, and it's great. Okay. Here.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Winterhold.
Climb and back and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear there's whole...
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, with Morrowind, it just requires your attention, is
You
all.
have me do what? Join the college and prance about casting spells all day?
Don't just walk away from me. Cross the bridge
Oh,
to
thanks,
the Old Herald.
thank you, Ryan, for becoming a
The way's
guildmaster.
dangerous and the...
Much
Oh,
appreciated.
most who are... This is the College of Winterhold. A safe haven, perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? It would seem that the college... Not just a small test, if you will. The Flame Atronach is a vital
Oh, you're
companion
making me
for
do the
anyone
Flame
relying on
Atronach?
conjuration. Summoning... I look forward to it.
I don't know that spell.
Winterhold's glory days... No. Or you can try your luck with... Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
Okay, I don't think we have enough magic for this. We've got a hood that's increasing our magic to 130, but we need 132. Oh, I'm not even wearing the hood. Oops. So we need to find another thing to increase our magicka, so we'll be back
The
here
college is an asset to Skyrim, even
at some
if it
point.
goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
So we got that. Yeah, I guess Riften is just up next.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery.
Play Metronac for 30 gold is a steal. Yeah, it is. I wish that it wasn't randomized what spell she asks you to cast, though, because like I don't have any points in Conjuration, and I'm not putting a point in Conjuration.
Before I let you into for the privilege of entering this... All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you?
I had another run-in with a thief.
And another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double.
Where's Brynjol? Peace out.
Never done an honest day's work. I'm saying you've got the coin, but but that maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit, and in my line of work, simple. Once you have it,
Shadow hide you.
There's someone that wants. Now, you tell me when you're ready. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Why take a chance?
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing.
Dareloth, how do you rate the Morrowind expansions? I think... Here's what I think about Tribunal. I think Tribunal is overhated by people. I've heard a lot of negative things about Tribunal recently. And I think it's not the best expansion in the whole world, but it's got some fun quests in it. But yeah, I hear a lot of people say that like Tribunal is just awful because of the sewer. And I don't know, I disagree. Like, I enjoy that expansion. Blood Moon actually pissed me the fuck off, man. I have live streams. So I've been live streaming on my channel for like as long as it's been around, and if anyone ever does want to check them out, we've done tons of live streams in the past. I think this is like live stream 1. We're north of 100 live streams, and we played through all of Morrowind a couple years ago. I think maybe a year and some change ago, we played through Morrowind, and it was a fun expansion. But god damn, the werewolves in that final DLC in Blood Moon, dude, I remember being so annoyed at that labyrinth section where you just have to fight endless waves of werewolves. Because I was a melee build, I didn't have magic. Stupid damn Bosmer in all ebony armor, though. Yeah, that's why I just don't fight him. But Blood Moon, I think I need to probably spend more time with Blood Moon. But overall, I think the Morrowind expansions are like, they're okay, you know.
This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the Wisp essence, and it turned
I'm
out
always curious who the fuck is looking at me here. Oh, it's this guy.
It was a simple misunderstanding, but this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about
What
the
do you
snow
think
elves?
you're doing?
The one and only.
Oh, I got caught.
Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land.
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret.
Who the fuck is looking at me, man?
But I can
Who?
promise
Who?
you that the
Who and where?
are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted.
much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septa.
Okay, let's put the thing on him.
Well,
Go.
I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time. Damn. I knew I
My
should.
husband bears
All right,
Looks
Brian
like I-
Jolf.
And here you go. The way things have been going around here. But never mind that. All right then. The group get there in one piece.
Yeah.
My organization's been having a run of bad luck.
Jewelry here.
An Argonian who isn't looking at me. Nice.
Protect yourself. Right. Buy armor from Relka.
Here's the real thing that we need to get, though. It's all of the
Turn out
salt.
your pockets. We know you have it.
Salt, salt, salt.
What? What in blazes are you talking about?
Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now.
I'm telling you, I don't. Wait, what's this thing? What's this about? Fresh meats and produce.
Okay. Yes, it is a vanilla Skyrim run.
Walk with me up to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But
Do I like Daggerfall Unity? I've actually never played the Unity version of Daggerfall. I've only ever played base Daggerfall. Daggerfall will probably be the next thing that we get into for real on the channel. I do want to do another Baldur's Gate run on the channel sometime soon, but after that, it's probably going to be the next Elder Scrolls game that we play.
mercy!
Okay, I don't want to get cutscene killed by this guy. Well, you know, we should join the Dawn Guard too, so I can get a crossbow.
I'll fix you good. Feel pathetic. I'll kill
I win. Astrid has plenty of salt you can get. Fruit. I can't tell you the last time I actually did something. Like, I can't tell you the last time I actually went through the Ratway instead of just picking this door. Have I ever played the Vigilant mod? Is that the mod that adds just like the Vigilant of Stendar armor? Who's the most underrated Daedric Prince besides Periite? Most underrated Daedric Prince. I really think Boethia is very cool.
Give it up, Brynjolf. Those days are over.
Well. Reliable. So, no, I want you to explain to them the Kirava. Do this right, and I can promise you, honestly, a word of warning though. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Can we get the Magicka up to cast the college spell? We could. I guess I can spend one level up here on Magicka. Get a point into Pickpocket. Persine, I think, is super underrated, but that's partially because I want him to represent natural violence and be less evil. Yeah, I love Persine. My Elder Scrolls D&D campaign, the guys in my campaign have decided that they want to fight Jigalag. So that's what they're in the middle of right now. But one of the major things is her scene is a big part of that campaign that I've been running. So I've been having fun, like, basically talking about how her scene is, like, the most fair Daedric prince to worship. Mod that starts with you joining the Vigilant of Stendarr, then finding yourself in Cold Harbor somehow. I have not played that, no.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Relka.
Vegetables as crispy.
No! You're going to break it!
Oh my word.
I can't pray! I can't!
This isn't happening.
This isn't happening. This is the boring-ass Skyrim
This isn't happening.
voice acting, man. This isn't happening. Ugh.
No! I can't believe you demand. Take your coin.
Like, what was the direction that they gave to that voice actress? Athelia, right, Dareloth? Oh god. I just don't even... I don't even choose to believe that Athelia is real, man. Like, I just don't. Like, the fact that the games wrote her out of existence, I'm like, cool. I'm not gonna respect your...
Not late. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
not gonna respect your creation either. Sounds deadpan and flat. Agreed.
What do you want? If you'll excuse me, I
Here
have
for
other things to
look at
attend
it.
to.
Take this. Every single coin I owe is there. I swear it.
If your allegiance
Ophelia is a
lies in the
Hermaeus Mora
Empire,
induced psychosis. That I can get behind, yeah. I'm a huge sucker for Dunmer culture, so I like Azura and Boethia. I still do not think I understand what mental gymnastics they're pulling to call Mephala good. It's more like the lessons that they learned from each of the Daedric princes. Is why Mephala is one of the good ones. I mean, Boethia is pretty, like... Boethia's got some, like, her sphere is not necessarily good either, right? And Azura, for the most part, like, prophecy and fate and all that, like, cool. But Azura's personality is pretty wicked.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon
So,
isn't the place.
dumping bodies and keeping... Well done. Here you go. I think, judging from how well you've handled those... That's the spirit. I think you'll do more than... What's on your mind? We've run into it. Tell you what. You keep making it... Now, if there are no more questions, how about
You'd better
following
have
me?
The Skyrim dialogue that always takes me out of the games when you talk to Barngar and he says, "Oh yes," in the flattest tone I've ever heard. We'll have to go talk to him soon.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
I still see Azura as a yandere created by the certainty that all who love her will leave her. Isn't that the trope where, like, I forget, like, what exactly is a yandere again? It's like someone who puts on a facade or something and then they turn crazy once you like them or something like that. Oh shit, we just found a hide helmet of magic. Of major magicka. Damn, we didn't even need to put that point into magicka. Just wear this. When is my campaign set? My campaign is set in 4th era, year 68. So it takes place 68 years after
This is what I
Oblivion,
was talking about.
and about
You recruit.
150-ish, I mean, under, like around 140 years before or 130, what, 133 years before Skyrim, if my math is correct. Which it often isn't.
Break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's
I
time
suggest you listen to what Sir has to say. If you want. Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
Are there any major differences between current canon and your campaign? No. I tried to set my campaign in a period of time that didn't have much written about it. So the main inciting thing that happened at the beginning of this campaign is the death of Titus Mede I. And I kind of liked that Titus Mede I was this, he's this guy who, he's this warlord, right? And he kind of consolidates power in Cyrodiil. And that's basically the structure that I set for this campaign is like, Titus Mede decided to not bolster the rest of the Empire, he instead decided to consolidate power in Cyrodiil. That's why, like, the Dark Elves were mostly abandoned after the Red Year. That's why, like, the Arden-Sul were mostly just allowed to let go in Blackmarsh. And it takes place at a really interesting point where, like, Hammerfell is still in the Empire, High Rock is still in the Empire, and Skyrim is still in the Empire. But at the moment, the Thalmor are still, like, relatively hidden. The Aldbury Dominion is relatively hidden. Sorry, I'm stretching. Who's my favorite of the Tribunal? Probably Boethia or Mafala. I just want to unlock that, and then we get our armor from Tanelia, I believe. Yup. We'll go do that. Oh, my favorite of the Tribunal. Favorite of the Tribunal is Sotha-Sil.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Here she is.
So you're the new recruit. I'm the I can also provide a few supplies. Sure. Look, at the end of the day, you'll find that... Good. Then there is... Here's your armor. Just make sure you put... Take a look. Now, welcome to the coast. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Now, if you'll excuse me.
All eyes are on you, lad.
Who doesn't say Sotha-Sil? There's a lot of Vec heads out there. I don't think anybody really likes Almalexia as their most favorite of the Tribunal, but there's a couple people I've talked to. Like a couple people, when I released my Almalexia video, they were like, oh, finally some respect for my girl. Which I'm like, yeah, I like Almalexia a lot. Honestly, I might like Vivek the least. If I'm really thinking about it. Morrowind Discord is super loving of Iam. That's fair. Almalexia is my favorite, and your video helped push her there. Sweet. Yeah, I think that she's the most... what were people saying? Like, she's going through a problem that is very fundamentally human. I loved how you drew parallels between Sotha-Sil and Jiggalag. Yeah, they're very much like echoes. They're very much echoes of one another. I was a Vivek fangirl until I saw your Sotha-Sil video. Sold me on him with absolute certainty. Nice. Yeah, I think Arden-Sul's got really cool lore. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're trying to power level... The highest level that we need to get is level 30, which is very high. But the reason we need to do that is to get access to Boethiah's quest. There's a couple Daedric quests that are level locked in this game. We're already level 6. I want to say the Blade of Mephala one is like level 20.
No
Oh,
matter.
oops. Okay, let's cast that spell real quick.
The college will endure.
Don't have enough magicka. Oh, yeah.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind.
I thought Boethiah was 20. I thought it was 30, but if it's 20, that makes it a lot easier.
I think you'll be a I'll lead you across the... Well done indeed. Mirabelle will
Okay.
be waiting.
We made it. It's 30, Mephala is 20. Okay, cool. So my inexhaustible well of stupid Skyrim info is still inexhaustible.
Enchanting services are one of the...
Alright, we're going to completely ignore everybody here. Do I have a theory on what happened to Vivek? I have something that I would like to see that I talked about in a video from a while ago. It's called... what is it called? My Objectively Great Ideas for Elder Scrolls 6. If you want to go watch it after this. But basically, that video talks about stuff that I would like to see in that game, and I would like to see Vivek return, actually. I think it'd be pretty cool. Oh, hello. But I think that Vivek should basically return with his power diminished and have to live out his existence as a mortal once more. I think we also need to go... There's a couple ways to power level in this game. We should probably go to Solstheim if we can. Sounds like a sick premise. Yeah, I think that it'd be really neat to like see him and have a conversation with him and like talk to him about, like, reflect with him about his time as a god and like what he learned. And I think like Vivek has it in him to be mournful about what happened. I mean, he did write foul murder. I think that he knows what he did was wrong, and I think him living as a mortal with time to like reflect on things that he did would be very neat. Does being worshipped as a saint give you power? I don't think so. We talked about this in my Tower lore video, but the idea that you get power from being worshipped is something that it's a fan theory. It's not actually... I don't believe it's ever expressly written in the games that that is how worship works. So it's a cool idea, but it's not... Yeah.
I trust you aren't considering any thievery.
No, of course not. Rebecca also seems to have had a redemption in Sermon 37, which is apparently connected to Coda. Yeah, it is connected to Coda. The final part of Sermon 37, I believe, talks about, like... Oh, shit. My bad. My bad, my bad. Did he just say thieving little elf? Or elk? Because I'm an Argonian, bro. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Can't hide from me.
Apparently not. Scalemer. Would he have to be a recluse? Yeah, that was kind of my idea, was that he'd be a character called the Hermit. Yeah, he'd be a character that you find at like the end of a very long dungeon, locked away somewhere. In some like state of meditation.
Wait, I know you.
Mm-mm. Okay. We've done that. I just went there to get soul gems. That's the whole reason we joined the College of Winterhold. So we'd have easy access to soul gems, and then the loop begins, essentially. We'll enter Whiterun here. I love Vivek just because of that godhood as like juggling quote. Great writing. Yeah, I think that one is really cool.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
He'd potentially be going mad too in a tragic way. Can't remember, but doesn't Sheogorath have some beef with him? Might be a overdone trope though. Well, Sheogorath, like, I believe the myth goes something like, Vivek was, like, Sheogorath was upset with Vivek for reaching divinity or something like that, and so that's when he throws Bardal at Vivek, and Vivek, in his arrogance, instead of dispelling Bardal, he chooses to hold it there.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like rest of the great story.
Who's this then?
It seems this damnable constant
meaning of this
everyone's
interruption?
passions of late.
Well, that explains why the
I
guards
prefer
let
my
you
books
in.
and my
Come on then.
spells.
They all will want to speak to you personally.
You know, we've got all these Ice Wraith teeth. We should just do that quest. Yeah, I think we want to go back to Riften. Because Riften, we're more safe to do this in Riften. Always loved that he just held it there. So fucking metal. Yeah, but it's also really irresponsible. What the fuck?
I'll spare you.
How did I get caught immediately?
Wait. I know you. You have committed crimes against Skyrim. All right. Just keep your voice. You have committed crimes against Skyrim. I can make all your problems done.
Yeah, we are getting some bad luck. Okay.
You have committed crimes against. I can make all your problems done. Now move along before you get me. By the wood of the
Okay.
law.
So, statistically, we should get this bow next time.
Now move along. You have committed crimes
Nope.
against... I can make all your problems...
I'm starting to
done.
think that the 70%
Move along
chance might not
before
be
you get me in
accurate.
trouble.
Holy shit, we did it. That was not worth it.
Come to see Ballaman.
Come to see Ballaman come.
Working at the Rift and Fisher. It's tough, but it put some coin in my pocket.
Yeah, I've never really hated Farengar.
What do you think you're
Damn.
doing?
This should be
By the order of the Jarl.
Oh, fuck.
Make all your problems with a drop. Done. Now move along.
Well,
I'll see you with pieces.
lucky hit. I'm gonna kill you. Do your work. I'll have your head.
what the fuck, man?
You win. I submit.
There you are.
You've already.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble. I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble.
Holy fuck. I'm just gonna reload my whole ass save. That is fucking crazy. Most peaceful afternoon stroll in Riften. I guess I gotta talk to this guy to get him the fuck out of
I
here.
don't know you. Yeah? Last thing the Blackbriars need is the Black... Me? I'm Maul. I want... Then you're stupid. You better watch your ass around here.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, buddy.
I've never seen me all this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Yule and her dog. Okay. Horny ass Endwalk calling himself Maul. I know. He's like... Him and Dirge are two of my least favorite NPCs in this
Come
whole
to see
game.
Ballaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
Pickpocket. We've got a pickpocket.
Oh, dude, go away. Oh my god.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there. Everything here appears to be in order. You can move along now.
Who's killed the town's only blacksmith? Great. Oh my god. What a fuck ass. Why does Maul defend you? Yeah, it's because I'm in the Thieves Guild. Alright, well, let's just wait and hope that he goes home.
I picked up... He showed me a... I'm always looking to replenish... Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Perfect. And as promised, here's my trade. Hope you like it.
Who's Dirge again? Dirge is that asshat that... He's the guard down at the Ragged Flagon.
Working at the Rift and Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in.
Come to see Ballaman perform miracles. Steel, eh?
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
I hope you're not planning on my pocket.
You're as good as dead.
No, stop! Stop fighting!
Stop right there. All right, all right.
Oh my god, dude. These NPCs.
You have committed crimes against. I can make all your problems done. Now move along. You have committed crimes against. I can make all your problems with done. Now move along before you get me in trouble. You have committed crimes against.
These hunting
Make all
bows.
your problems done. Now move along before you get me in trouble.
Okay.
If Riften is the best Skyrim has to offer, I may as well turn...
Why, you have committed crimes against. I can make all your problems done.
She's attacking the guards? But why did you just kill her? Oh my god. Oh my god. I could have stolen all that stuff off of her, and now she's dead. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they... You believe it's all lies. You're just thugs, vermin creeping around the rat way. Don't even think about it.
The Thieves Guild used to run this city. Now they're nothing but braggarts and bullies, rotting. You're not getting anything from me. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her... Since you put it that way, I think we can overlook your crime. For now.
Oh, we're really close.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. All right, all right. Just... Beautiful.
Go.
It's down. Don't let me... you again.
Wait. I know you.
And this is how you power game Skyrim.
Staying safe.
Now we're going to be incredibly weak. But I also have a solution for that.
Have our scouts come up with any information?
Best not go wandering east of the city.
Yes,
Bandits been
Mother.
seen around Broken
That
Helm Hollow.
unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. Did we have an appointment?
Filthy pickpocket! I want you to speak to the city guard.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop! Everything here appears to be in order. You have committed crimes against... I can make all your problems with... done. Now move along. Before you get me in trouble.
As Jarl Lela's houseguard.
Oh, damn, she equipped her staff.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim. Alright, alright. Just keep your voice down and don't let me...
You missed... You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her... Since you put it that way, I think we can over... your crime for now.
You're not getting
By
anything
the order
from
of the
me.
Jarl. I can make all your problems with... done.
Take my
Move along.
advice. Don't listen
Get
to
me in
that
trouble.
talk of a face sculptor. Down.
We just got a necklace that makes our pickpocket better.
Flagon. Face butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
We'll level up our stamina more. Need to put my hood back on.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Let's drop this.
Not myself.
Run.
Cast a few spells? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Okay. Really like to talk on the enantiomorph and your, it was Arden-Sul, not Arden-Sul.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, sweet.
I've got a letter. Ah.
Wait, I got an inheritance from the chick that died in the fire. That's what this is going to be. Yep.
With
Insane.
legendary.
Do you think we'll get a separate video on it in the future? Oh, on the enantiomorph? I could do an enantiomorph video at some point in the future, yeah.
My husband Bercy
Will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough time worrying about himself.
Visiting Riften?
Never should have come here.
Uh-oh.
You have committed crimes against... Since you put it that way, I think we can overlook your crime for now.
Oh, it's 62. We put another point here. We do this. This. Okay.
Pleased to meet you. I'm a priestess at the Temple of Mara.
Yeah, no, I think that a video on the enantiomorph would be good. I've done a couple videos where we've touched on it so far. We talked about it in my Tower Lore video, and we talked about it in the Arden-Sul video as well. But a dedicated video to each of the walking ways could be good. I could make one video per walking way. Or maybe I could just make one large video about each of the walking ways.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace...
I love the enantiomorph and the secret triangular gate. I always find it such a cool concept to look at tripartite deities and identify mage, thief, and warrior. Yeah, it's very cool.
Come here a second.
Hey, hey! I want to talk to you.
Now I said Arden-Sul myself.
Pretty
Oh,
tough.
my bad.
Respect that.
A lot of
Bringing
people.
coin for the
I'll
guild.
show you what I know.
Okay, so now we train our archery.
I'll show you what I know.
We can probably train it up to that much. And then we're going to steal.
Pretty tough. I respect that.
Keep your hands to
Bringing
yourself
in a lot of
if you
coin
need.
for the guild.
I'll show you what I know.
Train some more.
Oh, if you need it.
Quick save. Steal.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Then we level up. Then we train archery.
I'll show you what I know. I'll show you what I know.
Reload our save because we got
If you
caught.
ever need more practice with the bow, just grab me.
Okay.
I'll show you what I know.
I'll show you what I know.
If you ever need more practice, the bow, just grab me. Interest you in... I'll show you what I know. What's on your... I'll show you what I know. If you need... I'll show you what I know. Come find me. I'll show you what I know. What's on your... I'll show you what I know.
How's it going, Ophelia? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you. Quick save.
Interest you in... I'll show you what I know. If I need more practice with... If you need... I'll show you what I know.
So now it's got to be about every level.
What's on your mind?
Although I guess we could level up our pickpocket again. Misdirection is huge.
If you need it, I'll show you what I know.
Can't imagine why the Thieves Guild is having a run of bad luck with members this perceptive. Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Oops.
Keep your hat. What's on your mind? I'll show you what I know.
Just won a contest with one of your Asterion cosplays, so naturally I'm working on 3 new ones of increasingly high concept. Nice. Working towards being a full-time artist and content creator now, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome.
I'll show you what I know.
You'll have to leave a link in the Discord so people can go check out your Astarion cosplay. I think we can level up again and again. I mean, we want the extra pockets perk as well, I think. That's the last of Light Fingers. Yeah, so we're pretty much at our limit here.
I'll show you what I know.
Let's try 2. Oh. Yeah.
Interest you? I'll show you what I know.
Oh, okay.
What's on your mind? I'll show you what I know.
Oh, I don't even have that much gold. All right. All right. You want to know something funny that you can do? Something funny that you can do with Mercer Frey.
This better be important. I'm quite busy.
Is you can take his Dwarven Sword of Devouring, and what do we have here? We have a Woodcutter's Axe. So, take this. I've done this previously. This actually fucked up one of my saves really badly, but we're going to do it here. So, you can give him a Woodcutter's Axe. He will equip that in time, given that there is nothing else in his inventory as a weapon. Oh, let's reload because I want those amethysts. But when we finally get to the scene where he is scripted to stab us, it's going to glitch out. Why do the elves in this game sound so punchable, and it's in Skyrim only? You telling me you wouldn't punch the Adoring Fan right in the face?
Don't disappoint us.
If you're looking... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Yeah, genuinely it is the long game. Okay, we have 14 hunting bows, so we'll sell all of those. Sell that.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Before we begin, I want to make 2 things.
Now we can just wait here for a while. Now I need a mod that adds a pool noodle as a one-handed melee weapon, so he stabs you with a pool noodle. It'd be funny if he... I guess I could go find a wooden sword and I could replace it. He's an exception and you know it. I mean, I feel like a lot of elves in Oblivion are kind of annoying. I'm gonna lore so hard on your voice, or to your voice this stream. Hell yeah, dude. Glad to hear it. I was singing earlier in the stream, if you want to go back. People seem to like that. I've been enjoying Skyrim vids and came across yours, loving the thievery. Thank you.
One, I'm the best infiltrator.
Welcome to the...
Take a look. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong.
Did I sell all the weapons? I did.
Until next time.
All eyes are on you, lad.
And two,
Don't disappoint.
you follow my lead and do exactly as
One, I'm the best. Shut up. Yeah, she doesn't need to be listened to. Okay, how much money do we have? 4,500? That's pretty good. We do actually need to do Thieves Guild stuff, so I think we'll start doing that about now. We're level 20 as is. I'm trying to think of Daedric quests that are the easiest ones to do. So I think the Namira one is pretty easy. The Clavicus Vial one would require me to become a vampire, or would not require me to become a vampire, but it would require me to come into contact with vampires. That one's not too bad either. I think we just need a better bow at this point. So my plan from here then is going to be, I think actually going to here. Yeah, we'll go there. Go to the Silent Moons camp. Saw a comment about how we sell ourselves to every Daedra, and yet in the end our soul goes to Akatosh, screwing over every other Daedra. So that is actually why I'm doing this right now, is because we are investigating the where a soul goes after it dies. And if you can pledge yourself to a Daedric prince and have your soul go to their realm, or how exactly the mechanism for that works. Ooh, increased our archery too. I think we want to upgrade again here. Get some points into our bow damage. I do like the Eagle Eye perk. I think this one's pretty good. That. Okay. To be fair, the only prince you outright sell your soul to is Nocturnal. The others call you their champion or emissary. Right. But I think that there's a large misconception in the Elder Scrolls community on where your character's soul goes when you die. So, I don't know. I don't know, what the... is there, a PEMDAS to it, where it's if this, then this, wouldn't we go to Akatosh since we're Dragonborn, despite selling our souls? I don't know. Does Akatosh trump the other Daedric princes for some reason? Oh boy. Oh boy. The only decent Daedra is Azura? Not necessarily. The way that I always say with Azura is that if you are kind to her, she's kind to you, but it's not... Oh, we got a Orcish bow from that. Well, there we go. Oh, fuck. Woo! Okay. Running on the going to Akatosh train, what if our soul is immortal like a dragon's, so it never really goes anywhere? I like that theory. Given Daedric Prince's, I should say that she's the best. I think that, like, Azura... like, honestly, I don't know. I don't think I would worship Azura. We're gonna take this pelt. I generally would never call a Daedric Prince evil or good. They operate on a different perspective than ours, but screw Molag Bal, I would sooner die at burning than side with them. Yeah, I think that's totally fair. I don't like Molag Bal one bit. There's a couple Daedric Princes that are generally just evil, and I think it's Molag Bal and Mehrunes Dagon. There's a case to be made that Mehrunes Dagon is not pure evil, but I think it's a very difficult one to justify. Man, I'm going over his head, I think. Yeah, I'm for sure going over their heads. There we go. Dagon was made for good, but went way too far. And that is provided that all the Lig stuff is true about him. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Ugh.
So much easier to rob when you're dead.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Was it Molag that wanted to bring Tamriel to his realm? Yes. Mankar Cameron said Dagon is good, and I uncritically believe anything he ever said. I really do love Mankar Cameron. Such a good character. It's a shame that he's not a good character in-game, really. I do not think that Sheogorath is good. I think that is untrue. Doodaloo. Yeah. Counter argument cheese funny. Okay, yeah, you got me. I did forget to factor that in. Okay, I need to get some sneak points too. We need to do maybe Dark Brotherhood for a little bit of leveling as well. Any hopes for Test 6? Barely. Test 6 will certainly be a game. Gigalag for Test 6. I've been pushing for Gigalag to be in Test 6 for a while. Am I a Khajiit? I am a, I'm an Argonian. Oh shit. Here, let's take a look. You guys think I can hit that? Hold on. Oh, that had to be close. Let's go for this one. Did I hit it? Hold on. I think we would have gotten a sound if I hit that, but it. Hold on, I'm checking something. No, we didn't hit that. Okay, let's go. Doesn't Jig revert to Sheo, so how could we get Gigalag? No. Gigalag and Sheogorath are separate entities as of the end of Oblivion. God, there's a lot of crazy shit going on here. Is it a saber cat? Yes, we became the new Sheogorath. Sheogorath is not Gigalag anymore. Gigalag is not Sheogorath anymore. Mortal, king, god, it seems uncertain. Does that mean that Jig is not a prince anymore and just a random Daedra? I think he's still a Daedric prince, but he's displaced from his realm. That is the central point of my campaign that I'm running, my D&D Elder Scrolls campaign, is Gigalag seeking to retake the Shivering Isles. By killing Sheogorath this time for good, or displacing him. So it's kind of a continuation of the Grey March, but like Sheogorath is there to defend his realm now, so it's more complicated. Not a lore question, but love how you do all the different voices in your vids. It's great. Thank you. Some people get annoyed by it. Some people really like it, so I just continue to do it. Better than AI voices, TBH. I don't mind it. If Jig is still a prince and the Shivering Isles is his realm, which of the two is being counted among the big 16? So, one of the developers wrote about this a while back in yet another out-of-game statement, because that's just how the boys do it over at Bethesda Game Studios. But, here, let me see if I can find it really quick. And if I find it, I'll put it up on screen. You might be getting a black screen right now or something, but give me 1 sec. So we'll go here. I think it was something Kurt Coleman said. Or maybe Ted Peterson. Let me see. Kurt Coleman's post. Okay, I'm not finding it. Okay. This was Andrew Griffiths. So he said in 2019, someone asked, is Jigalag no longer associated with the Isles? And he said, there are many small nods to the Shivering Isles and Shivering Isles, although we certainly aren't bringing over everything. It's true Jigalag has separated from Sheogorath, but I'd say it's incorrect there is no longer an association. It's presumably a different sort of connection than you'd get from something like the Wabbajack, and no doubt more orderly. So basically, like, the thing that he's kind of saying there is that, like, there is still an association between Sheogorath and Jigalag. I take that mostly to be the realm, and that, like, in ESO, Lawrence Schick added the realm is the prince is the realm. That's, like, you know, the manifestations, like, we think of Azura as a Dunmer lady, but she's not a Dunmer lady. That's just how she chooses to present herself a lot of the time. That's like her avatar, right? That's like Mehrunes Dagon's avatar is the four-armed guy. There's the meme that I always like when it's passed around. It's just like Mankar Cameron, and then it's him opening the Mysterium Xarxes, and inside it just says, "My God has forearms like forearms from Ben 10." So, you know, that I love that meme. But basically, what was I saying? The realm is very important. Yeah, Athelia does not exist. Athelia is blipped out of Elder Scrolls lore, so I am never... don't talk about her. There's no reason to talk about her. She was written out of the universe, so no reason to bring her up. She's irrelevant and not important. They wrote her out of the universe a year after they invented her. It's not worth talking about. So, yeah, if the realm is very important, then I imagine that Jigalag, because a Daedric prince can't necessarily die, so far as I'm concerned. So, then Jigalag would be wanting his realm back. And I'd assume when he says that he's going to roam the voids of oblivion at the end of the Shivering Isles, he's looking for a place to harbor himself, to kind of build up a new Matheria. And while he's building New Matheria, though, he would want his old realm back. So the thing that I kind of take, and I wish that I'd brought this up in the Arden-Sul video, is that not Arden-Sul, the Shivering Isles is important because it seems to be a realm that, depending on who's holding it, there's either going to be more chaos or more order in the world. Sheogorath has been the king of the Shivering Isles for almost all of time, since Jiggalag was taken over. And thus, as the ruler of the Shivering Isles, chaos has reigned. It's like a yin-yang, but it's like a yin-yang, but it's unbalanced, where there's more chaos in the world now than order. So, I think if Jiggalag took over, there would be more order in the world than chaos. Ultimately, they're two fundamental beings that are impossible to separate from one another. Even like they're separated, they're separate entities now, but they're still necessary. It's just whichever one is in power, I believe, would have a big difference on the actual world itself. Because obviously you can have order in this world of chaos that we call Tamriel, but chaos reigns supreme, especially in the Fourth Era. There's a lot of chaos going on since Sheogorath has split from Jiggalag, and Sheogorath is now his own entity. He rules the Shivering Isles, therefore a lot of chaos takes over. I think that it's more accurate to say that Sheogorath being in control of the Shivering Isles separate from Jiggalag is a reason for a lot of the change that we've seen in Tamriel. Now, a lot of people credit the downfall of the Empire to Mehrunes Dagon. I think Mehrunes Dagon is pretty firmly the god of destruction. He's not the god of chaos and change. He's the god of natural disaster, destruction, obliteration. I think Mehrunes Dagon would be happy that the meteor fell in Arden-Sul. But I think ultimately a lot of the chaos and change that's happened throughout Cyrodiil is a result, or throughout Tamriel, is a result of Sheogorath being in control. The hero of Kvatch is evil? Yeah. I don't think Sheogorath is fundamentally lawful evil, I think is what we would refer to him in the alignment chart.
Is someone there?
The way I'm understanding it is that both Sheo and Jig are filling the same slot of 16, if that makes sense. The idea that there's two princes for one realm, but the prince of the realm is weird. Yeah, basically, that's how it was working for a while. I would say that since they've been split, there are now 17 Daedric princes, but the thing is, there's still 16 realms. So the way that we're talking about, like, the number 16 being important is the realm. I don't think there's a problem with adding more Daedric princes necessarily, so long as they don't add more realms. But at the end of the day, anything can be written to be interesting. I think the problem with Athelia is that she fucking blows ass cheeks in how she was written. She was not written well. And she disrupts more than she actually adds. Like, retcons are not a... The Elder Scrolls is not a stranger to retcons, as we talked about in a video that I made a while ago. It really just isn't. If a retcon is cool, then, and it doesn't fuck up everything, then I think a lot of us are willing to be like, okay, sure. But
Gotta have a sharp axe to cut through all that.
I actually don't mind the Athelia story. I see her more as a fallen Magna Gi. I mean, I don't have a problem with that aspect of the story. thought Nocturnal trying to take over the world was worse than Athelia. I think they're both bad.
Should have known she was lying. Said she'd wait for me, but they'd never wait.
What was that?
Mercy!
I know I heard something.
Isn't change absolutely in the aspect of Dagon? I thought that was part of Cameron's entire thing. Yeah, I mean, Cameron's entire thing is that, his whole thing is that Mehrunes Dagon is the Prince of Change, and he's here to replace, Lorcan, essentially.
Is someone there?
There's someone there.
Okay.
I cannot best you.
Bound sword? Kind of massive to find, actually.
A new hand touches the beacon.
There she is.
Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreath. And I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
Is there not a pickaxe down here? True, most evil Daedra. She's pretty awful. Okay, so we want to do all this. We need to get, okay, another really good thing to get going would be Hermaeus Mora's quest. That one would be great. So let's start as many Daedric quests as we possibly can. Here's a pickaxe. We'll do this too. I not hit it? Oh, well that sucks. What the fuck? Okay. Not short enough. You know, I was talking with my girlfriend about me and my friends, I think the shortest of us is 5'11". I'm 6 foot, about. Like, I'm teetering 5'11", 6 foot. And then, like, one of my friends is 6'2". One of them's like 6 foot, like something and a half. Like we're a pretty tall group of guys. So it is funny, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm more on the like shorter end of my family and stuff, but like relatively speaking, not that short a guy. How do the Aedra and Daedra come into... Or, sorry, how do the Aedra and Daedra come to be known for their spheres of influence? Do concepts like time for Akatosh or the moon and star for Azura stem from them? Or do they choose what they govern? I think they stem from them, is what I understand. Well, I guess we'll just click this. Any more cosmology/metaphysical centric videos planned, akin to the Tower of It? Well, what we're doing right now is we're preparing for, the whole point of this character is to prepare for a bunch of Daedric quests. So we're doing a bunch of Daedric quests to see, and try and really determine where the soul goes after the Dragonborn dies. So that's why I'm power leveling right now, is because I need to get to level 30 in order to have access to every single Daedric quest. Now, could I just go into the console and do this myself? Yeah, I could. But I think this is more fun. Pretty sure over 6 foot is less than 10% of the population. Yeah, something like that. So, Daedric quests. Let me get out... Ah. Okay. Got my paper. So, we need to do Azura's quest. It's here. Azura. I think Boethia. Clavicus. Herma. Hircine. Who's next? A, B, C. There's no D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Athelia doesn't count. J, K, L. I think we get to M. So Meridia. Mehrunes Dagon. Molag Bal. Meridia, Mehrunes, Molag. Mafala. And then there's one more M. Malakath, that's the guy. There's a bunch of M Daedric princes. Then Namira, Ariite, Sanguine, Geo, T-U-V, Vermina. And how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I'm missing one. I'm missing a prince. I cannot tell you where your soul goes after you die, but I can tell you that it won't go to the college because of a bug. Oh, Nocturnal. Yeah, Nocturnal. Faux show. I think my brain was not counting Nocturnal. That is a Thieves Guild quest. But that's our list. Let's do this damn thing. I'll just check it off. I like pen and paper. I'm an old head. Old head in a young body. Alright, Azura, we need to go to Winterhold to start that. Does this mean I'll kill Arender? Yeah.
How come you're in Winterhold? My pa says people like you are the reason no one lives here.
I've been looking. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstone.
Heyo.
The owner is asking me to hand out. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Wait, I know you.
No, you don't. That on, and yeah, I think we're good. Arender is really cool. I also played for my Fallout New Vegas video that I did. So if nobody's, that video didn't get like a ton of views. I mean, it got like 20,000, which is pretty good. But if you haven't seen my Fallout New Vegas video, I did a whole video on Caesar's Legion, and for that video, I had to go play Honest Hearts for the first time, and that was pretty cool to get to see Joshua Graham. And someone pointed out that he also voices Arender, or Aronder, or whatever his name is. But they're both kind of similar characters. Loved your New Vegas video, it was so good. Thank you. I really enjoyed making that video too. I got to kind of flex my Roman history brain a little bit as well. Didn't even see it get recommended to me, what the hell? Yeah, a lot of YouTube does that. YouTube has me pinged as an Elder Scrolls channel, so when I do stuff that's not Elder Scrolls, I think it upsets the algorithm. The context was greatly appreciated. I do think that, like, it's cool. What I really like about the Caesar's Legion stuff is that really, like, it is just based on real-world history. It's just it's a group of people who have perverted this real-world group of people. And I love it. I think it's super cool. So really, like, me doing a Roman history video is basically me doing a Fallout New Vegas video as well. Do you do basic Fallout lore? No, I'm not super into Fallout as a concept, but I've been getting more into it recently. But the reason I was doing Caesar's Legion is because I had watched the Fallout show, Season 2, and I was like, wow, this shit is ass. And it inspired me to make a whole video. I made 2 videos about Caesar's Legion. So I haven't played Fallout before, and I know very little about it, but I wouldn't mind basic intro videos. I don't think that I'm the right guy to do those, but I'm sure that those videos exist out there somewhere. Also, you are my favorite Elder Scrolls lore YouTuber. I always look forward to you posting. Thank you. Means a lot. Your Legion video was the best on the topic. I would hope so.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler.
Oh, hold on.
It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
Okay, let me make a hard save here.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. Perhaps that is what you are meant to believe, to better serve your role as Azura's champion. Do not fight it. Azura's prophecies always come to pass. To deny them is to go headlong into the darkness with no light to guide you. You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter.
I also love Historia Civilis, so maybe biased. Historia Civilis is so awesome. God, that guy's videos are so good. Did you see his video on the town, or the evolution of the city? That video was absolute cinema. Kept putting off watching that Kirkbride video until finally it was re-uploaded for the last time, and I was like, okay, gotta watch this fucker before it's gone forever. Yeah, I honestly, like, that Kirkbride video, I wish... Here's the thing with that video. I wrote that video in November of 2025. Way, way, way long ago. And I was like, I think if I release this video, it's gonna upset people. And so I didn't. But I had this script sitting in my vault for a while. And then I released it when I was switching to doing YouTube full-time, because I'm like, well, it's a script I've already got written. I can just make the video. But it came out wrong. With, like, it gave people the wrong impression of what I was talking about. And then I was like, I don't know. It was just such a fucking nightmare. It was really horrible. But I'm glad that I'm glad with the final way that it turned out, even if it still made some people upset. And that video did also, like, I don't know. It didn't do anything for my YouTube channel. I think it did more harm than good, basically.
Dagor and I have an understanding. He gives me privacy, and I make sure my experiments... Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more question. You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the A few coins. What do you know about soul gems? They are. As some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then.
Okay, sorry, I need to...
What do you know about soul gems?
They're for enchanting.
They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azura's Star, a Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning. Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane.
Cool.
All right, then.
Is the story of MK doing LSD and writing lore in myth or not? No, it is a myth. Did not happen. He said that he wrote a lot of Morrowind's lore. Like, he said that he... What did he say? Bourbon and cigarettes were the main ways that he wrote the lore. So yeah, the thing of him doing LSD is not true. Is MK even active anywhere still? I live under a rock, but I'm genuinely curious about the guy. Hope he's doing well. Yeah, Michael Kirkbride, he does stuff on... he's really into Warhammer, apparently. He paints Warhammer figures all the time. So you can see his Warhammer figures if you go just like on his Reddit, you can find him. He's got an Instagram page as well where he posts them there quite often too. Sometimes he posts on Reddit and he'll even drop some test art at times. Yeah, he actually, I want to say that a couple of years ago, he took a really long break from Elder Scrolls stuff. But I've seen him posting more. His wife is a lot more active online, as far as I know, in the UESP and Discord. Yes, her and I have actually shared a couple conversations in DMs before. She's very nice. That's why, like, one thing that was kind of putting me off of making the Michael Kirkbride video was that I was like, oh man, I've like literally talked to Lady Nerevar before. I feel a little like weird about, you know, talking about them in this video, but it was just something where at the end of the day, I'm like, my intent again was never to like be like, oh, what a piece of shit guy. It was just like, this is his part of his story, and people always ask me about like the Kirkbride controversies and stuff, so I wanted to make the video. It's unfortunately the fact that I really like Lady Nerevar and have had pleasant conversations with her does not mean that there's not stuff. Like, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to talk about stuff, you know? So yeah, there's that. And like I have huge respect for Michael Kirkbride. I think that he left a huge imprint on the Elder Scrolls, and it's awesome. His art is fantastic, and like the way that he was able to construct the 36 sermons of Vivec is fucking incredible. So I'll always respect that. Him writing for the Minecraft story mode is legendary in my eyes. Yes. I don't have Brumo loaded into this run. No. TBH, you gotta thank Nate and his upload cycle for me finding you. Best thing to have an active Elder Scrolls channel to watch. Thank you. Epic Nate, is that who you're talking about? Epic Nate 415? You might have talked about this earlier, so don't feel pressured to respond if I missed it. Do you talk about the Minecraft layoffs, or Microsoft layoffs? We did talk about this a little bit earlier. I didn't really say what I think it'll do for Elder Scrolls 6, but I did say I think there's probably going to be AI involved. Bethesda's already admitted that they use AI. I can't imagine, like, they're probably laying people off because they think that they can replace them with AI, is my thought process with Microsoft here. Yeah, Epic Nate, that guy who uploads once per year. Yeah. The original lore and authors of TES are so good. I'm obviously upset that Julian LeFay passed away last summer. Might have been around this time, actually. But he passed away, and he was working on Wayward Realms, and so that's gotten delayed. I'm assuming. Oh shit. Passed away on July 22nd. Yeah, I remember when I was making... So I made a post about that on my community thing, or just post tab, I guess. And, yeah, I was on a bus ride, actually, when that happened. When I found out about the news. I was on my way to, I think, the zoo. Because I was working at summer camp last year as a camp counselor, and so we were taking the kids to the zoo, and I was working on getting that message sent out. So it's the kind of stuff we got to balance. But it's funny, like, when you have a memory that took place in a specific spot like that, you know? I kind of wish Elder Scrolls Adventures games could have been a genuine spin-off series of the Elder Scrolls games, like more linear. Yeah, I think that there was huge potential. There's always been huge potential for spin-off games in the Elder Scrolls. Oh, you know what I totally forgot to do? Is I totally forgot to go to... Oops. Totally forgot to go to Raven Rock. I needed to get something from there. Wish there was a ward spell that blocked physical attacks, but I guess that would make Spellbreaker useless. Yeah, Man, I keep just walking into silly situations. Yeah, it would, but I think that Elder Scrolls Magic should be way more interesting than it is. One thing that always gets me is, like, we see crazy magic happening in one of the Elder Scrolls trailers for ESO. It's like, let me cast that spell. The spells in Elder Scrolls are kind of boring.
What was that?
Yeah, there's insane magic and lore, exactly. I'm almost out of arrows. Yeah, the ESO cinematics are great. Okay, we're gonna drink this potion. Ow, what the fuck? Oh my god. Bums me out how every mage and their mom is crafting new spells in Skyrim, but I can't. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we need to activate our Hist skin and just run in here, I think. Alright, cool. That worked out. The indomitable Argonian spirit. What? Oh, that's paralysis. Oops. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to be doing this right now. Am I a no followers person? I could never. I ran around with Lydia, Serana, and Barbas for the longest time. I don't like followers. No. Followers tend to just, I feel like, getting in my way more than anything else. Here's the Ethereum Wars. Not sure how to describe it, but I think I'll always prefer Oblivion's quests over Skyrim for the fact you get more normal adventures out of them. I guess, what do you mean by, like, normal adventures? That's interesting to me. you think Elder Scrolls could do with personalized companions with quests like Fallout? If they made the companions have quests, I think that I'd be way more willing to take them with me. It's one of the reasons that Serana is like the best companion in this game, because she has an actual storyline to her. Do you think Test 6 will take influence from another source, like how Oblivion took inspiration from Lord of the Rings? I'm trying to think of anything that came out, like, potentially it'll take some influence from Baldur's Gate 3. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is the biggest fantasy thing that's happened since Skyrim came out. Unless I'm, like, forgetting something huge. Game of Thrones, maybe? Yeah, potentially Game of Thrones, but I don't think Game of Thrones is as culturally relevant as of right now. I really wish you could actually let these guys yield to you. When they're like, oh, I yield, I yield. Whoa, a Daedra heart. Cool. I do wish these soul gem fragments, like, I wish they'd let you do something with them in the Soul Cairn. Nope, never mind. Also, if you guys have noticed, I'm using the sneak roll. This is a little hidden tech in Skyrim that you can do. So, just level up real quick here. So, our sneak is only at level 33. We don't actually have the dodge roll yet. But what you do is you jump, and then as you hit the apex of your jump, as you're landing down, you hold sprint, and then you can do the silent roll without even having the perk. Hope there's more Redguard lore. Yeah, getting an addition to the Redguard lore would be nice. Today I learned the silent roll without perks. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Little stuff like this is one of the reasons that I don't like the unofficial patch. Because there's so many little tips that I know for Skyrim that are just, like, removed from it. What historical reference would you want to see more of in Test 6? Ooh, that is a good question. When I was in college, we took a class, well, I say we, as in myself, but I took a class on the Crusades, and I think the Crusades are super interesting. I think that, like, a religious kind of war like that would be really neat. Or, honestly, even just, like, Arabic influence would be really cool. I don't like how the unofficial patch fixes the Necromage perk. That's annoying. Let me be overpowered. Yeah. I think nerfing single-player games is one of the most obnoxious things that developers can do. Is Hammerfell more like desert region? Yes, Hammerfell is a more desert area. It's not entirely desert, but... Okay. What time is it in game? Let's open my journal. 6 p.m. Seeing if my lunar sword would get any use. I don't like how the unofficial patch fixes my Faendal glitch. Yeah, like what the hell? Unofficial patch removes the resto loop. Yeah, a lot of that stuff, like, I'm not a fan of it. Orcish bow. I guess I should upgrade my sneak a little bit more too. We need backstab if we want to get our bow one. I wonder if I could sneak up to this guy. Because 66 damage here would be pretty good. Oh, he's got 2 black soul gems. I'll take those. Take that too.
Another soul for the master.
Yeah, don't heal yourself. Oh shit. Oh shit. Am I gonna get a refill on my arrows from this guy over here? Sweet. Let's go here, transmute a few more pieces of ore. One of the coolest looking books in this game. Also, hold up, it has the secret triangular gate on there. That's interesting. The Black Star, an achievement of magic over Daedra by Malin Varen, Master Enchanter. How long is this? Though some scoffed, some scorned, at the very notion of experimenting on a Daedric artifact, I have succeeded where the ignorant and superstitious would not even dare to try. The Black Star. My achievement over the Daedric Lord Azura, a re-envisioning, a remastering of the ultimate soldier. It shall become the vessel of my immortality, final proof that mortals can live as indefinitely as the denizens of oblivion. The visions, the voices that Azura has sent to taunt me. While some called me mad, I knew the truth. Nothing can be held sacred in the pursuit of advancing the very nature of magic itself. Let the Daedra send their foul images into my mind. They have given me the burning desire and unrelenting discipline to shut out all influence, all morality. My disciples and I have built a new site, free of the prying eyes of those primitive minds in Winterhold. Fort Ilianata. We had been conducting a few minor experiments before our exile, some of which led to the disruption of the island, but a few enchantments have kept the ruins intact. and beneath the waters of Lake Ilinata has been the perfect place for the final phase of the Black Star. Dareloth's Fudge Muppet impression? Now, Dareloth's Fudge Muppet impression is like this. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Lore on Skyrim. Sorry, that was that was mean. I've never met those guys. I hope they could take a joke. Without unofficial patch. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. That was pretty good, thanks. That's what I get. That's what I get for making fun of what it's Drew and who's the other one of them's Fudge and the other's the Muppet. Makes me think of the LaFave Bros video. Those guys are great too. Don't come for my boys like that. Look, there's no beef. There's no beef between me and the Fudge Muppet boys. Hey Dareloth, love the vids. I listen to them at work all the time. Just wanted to let you know that there's a team of people working on an Oblivion Remastered multiplayer mod. Just figured you might like it. Potentially. It's Scott and Michael? Oh. Michael, Scott, Drew, but he left a few years ago. Okay, gotcha. When you said Michael Scott, I thought I was being fucked with. Has his own channel. Yes, I know about Drew Mora. I just thought that he was still affiliated with them in some way, but I did not know that they were all... I did not know that the band had broken up, proverbially speaking. Let's go into Whiterun. Before I was making content myself on Elder Scrolls, I was never... like, I never really watched Fudge Muppet that frequently.
Got some good people. I don't claim to be the best. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Sad he hasn't posted in like 3 years. Yeah, Drew hasn't posted in like 3 years. I do know that because I was recommended his channel and I checked it out, and I think the last video that he had was on... was it on the Dwemer? Something like that.
Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Yeah, I would love to be able to work with those guys at some point. I don't know. For you, I kind of watched Imperial Knowledge and Nate, I think. Cool. Yeah, those guys have the benefit of being around a lot longer than I've been around here on YouTube. So I'm trying to build up a big, stockpile of Elder Scrolls videos before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. One thing that I will preemptively say is that I'm looking to get a little bit further away from Elder Scrolls videos. Like, I want to do Elder Scrolls videos still because it's my favorite thing ever, so don't get that wrong at all, but like, I also know that just only doing Elder Scrolls content is not super sustainable, and there's other videos that I want to make more on, so like, I do want to start branching out to different things, I guess. Camel works too, yeah.
It seems this... Take a look.
Yeah, rest in peace.
You know, if you've got the aptitude,
More Elden Ring. Yeah, I do have an Elden Ring video that I would like to make. It's also nice as a creator to have a change of pace and branch out. Yeah, I want to make some videos on Control, which that's not gonna do that well. But I want to do those before Control 2 comes out. So I really like Control. I'm interested in Dark Souls, but know nothing about it. It's so hard to break into Dark Souls because there's like 10 or so people that do really, really good videos already on Dark Souls, so... I mean, there's more than 10, but there's like 10 that I watch where I'm like, yeah, I don't know like what I would have to say about it, I guess. Never played Dark Souls 2? I don't like Dark Souls 2. I honestly trust you to make videos on any topic, and it'll turn out great. You have a fantastic research ethic. I wish more people on YouTube shared. Well, thank you. Dark Souls 2 full playthrough and millions of lore videos coming soon. That's why that was said. Okay, yeah. Look, man. We could finish the Dark Souls 2 playthrough. We could do that. That could be something we do this year. Talos the Unerring. Talos the Unassailable. New players should start with Dark Souls 1. I agree. There's a shadow of Vati Vidya 2 with the Souls games. Did he stop making Souls content? Or, oh, you're saying that he has a looming shadow that's hard to break out of. I see what you mean. Yes. That's the thing with that franchise, is that there's a lot of people that are like, this is the guy you go to for this stuff. My headcanon is that Guinevere is the Queen of Lothric. Yeah, I've seen people say that before. I like the theory. Okay, we've already gotten off track. We've done Azura's quest. I think I want to do more thievery. We haven't finished Azura's quest, but I need to get more powerful before we actually do that, because I'm going to get fucked up by Malin Varen in the Dark Star, so Black Star. Vati is like the big first one to find, but a lot more in-depth channels to find later on. Yeah, and Vati Vidya does great videos too. Like, I think that some people, you know, have a beef about him or something, because it's like, he's the biggest one. But, you know, I mean, he does put out, like, yeah, Vati's like lore and ASMR. Yes, he tells you what's going on, but yes, like what someone else just said, people do way more in-depth stuff than him.
Usual guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
And so I think that, like Tarnished Archaeologist, I know I've shouted out before, but he does incredible videos. Another guy who hasn't uploaded in forever, by the way. But yeah, he does incredible work. So I don't know. I mean, now that I am thinking about it, there are a lot of people that have like stopped kind of making Dark Souls videos, aren't there?
All right then.
Vati also does a good job on crediting people who do lore breakthroughs. Yeah, I feel like every time I watch a Smotown video, he's like, also, according to Loki, like, that dude cites Loki like it's no one's business. Which is, it's good. It is a good thing to credit your sources. Quaylag, Tarnished, Smotown, etc. Yeah. I've heard some bad things about Vati. Watched his Dark Souls vids, but have heard some things. Interesting. Allegations of stealing content, but I'm not going to confirm or deny anything if I can't remember the creator who made the vid. Fair enough. Oh, look, see? He's got the axe equipped now. It's been a while, but he's got the axe equipped. So, you know what? I'm going to say, let's go to Raven Rock real quick. Let's go to Raven Rock. I need to get my item. Need to get my special item from Raven Rock. I seriously don't understand why lore channels don't credit their sources. 99% of Star Wars lore channels talk only in conjecture, and it causes major hoaxes and fan theories to run rampant. Yeah, that was like with me being kind of like, I would never call myself a historian, but like, because that's not what I am. But I did go to school for history, and so I think that was one reason that I wanted to make lore videos, because I was like, I kind of know how to do this. Like, I know the process of writing a historical paper. I did it a ton when I was in college, so I was like, yeah, I'll just do that with Elder Scrolls, because as far as I was aware, nobody else in the sphere kind of had that history background. And again, I'm not a historian, but I'm familiar with crediting sources and like sharing information and all that stuff. So like that was kind of what I felt I could bring to the table in terms of the lore community. I know you love Nocturnal. Favorite Aedra. Okay, favorite Aedra. For some reason, I've always really liked Zenithar. I've really been enjoying Arcade recently.
I'll give you if you ask me. Hey, still interested in heading? You've got yourself a ship.
Yeah, I think Arcade is a really interesting Aedra as well. I like... I mean, Akatosh is an easy answer as well. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool
Here we are.
Aedra. It's just a shame that they don't get much of a focus in the
Just
games.
Be careful here. Things aren't what they used to be.
I can see why Zenithar, God of Commerce, and Nocturnal is all business-like. Yeah, I think Zenithar is just neat. I like the idea of a god of like labor and like kind of like down to earth stuff. Kinnereth or Stendar for me. Stendar, yeah, Kinnereth and Stendar are both super cool. I think if we're talking like variations of the Aedra as well, I think Kine is cooler than Kinnereth, which I don't think is something that anybody will disagree with. But like Kine is really cool. Yeah, I really like Stendar. One of the players in my D&D campaign right now is a paladin of Stendar, and he got inducted into the Vigilance of Stendar as well as an honorary member. I wish Julianos got more developed. I would like him if there was something to actually like. Yeah, well, when I was doing my video on like what god should you follow as a cleric or paladin, I was like, oh, Julianos does have literally nothing about him, doesn't he? Okay, this is the item that I needed to get. The whole plan is just to come here and rob all the guards of their bows. I have an NPC I made for an Elder Scrolls D&D thing I'm doing, who's a Nord Priest of Arcade with a bias. Oh, with a blessed Warhammer. Nice.
And as veterans
Oh, shit.
I order you to... Well, I suppose I could forget that I saw you this time.
Okay, that bow should be an upgrade on our Orcish one by quite a bit. And we got some elven arrows. Alright. I think we're good now with that power upgrade. I'm gonna unlock some trauma roots as well. Alright. There is one other thing that we could do. Let's get this going. Now I'm just playing Skyrim. I'm getting too roped in. Oriel, Lorcan's skid mark. That's great. I played ESO before Skyrim, and I played the Somerset DLC. When I played Skyrim, I loved Nocturnal and watched your bit about how the DLC ruined her character, and I was like, holy shit, you're right. Yeah, thank you. As many people as I can get on my side on the whole Nocturnal was ruined thing, I'll take it, man. How do entities like Ifra and Soon fit into the Orbis lore? Can you be an Earthbone without being a spoke? Yeah, I think so. Like, the spokes of the wheel are a really weird topic. I would love to, like, I feel like I almost need to watch my own lore video again. Because, you know, I forget stuff after I release the video and I'm not thinking about it for a while. Best test race and why is it Argonian? It might be, honestly. As someone completely unfamiliar with ESO, what exactly was ruined about Nocturnal? So you know how Nocturnal is like this Daedric prince who typically is like in the shadows, and she's like she doesn't okay, basically Nocturnal like tries to take over the fucking multiverse or some stupid thing like that by going into the Crystal Tower. And mustache twirling villain things ensue.
This whole thing. You come when I
just rewatched Why Athelia Sucks. Nice.
You think takes money. We can sort. Do you have the gold?
I think I talk about
I'll head
Nocturnal in that video.
Partner. I'll see you soon.
Want to get that extra point into archery. Okay. We got this part. Oh, we are doing next to nothing. I really do wish that Skyrim had a more... Oh, well, they stopped running. I wish that Skyrim had a better journal. Really like Oblivion's journal. Skyrim's is good, though. Like, it does actually track a lot of stats for you. Like, creatures killed, undead killed, Daedra killed, automatons killed. Apparently we've killed one automaton. I don't know what that would be. Maybe one of the skeletons was counted as an automaton. My favorite weapon is the Dwarven Sword of Devouring. I guess that makes some sense. Bunny Slaughtered 2. Yeah, I really like... I think if I were ever to design a game, it would have, like, a crazy level of detail like this in the journal. Because it's really fun to look back and see your stats. I really like in Pillars of Eternity as well, how you can see, like, your companion that's done the most damage, or who's done the most damage, who's gone down the most times, that type of stuff. Best part about Skyrim's journals are the drawings on top of quests, denoting Daedric quests, DLC, and so on. Yeah, I agree with that. Nice. Oh, he killed him before we could. Alright, we can get this elven bow that we didn't have to steal, which is nice.
Thanks. I wish I could have said the same for my man here.
Okay, we actually in no need We have no need to talk to him. Do we want to get the ancient Nordic pickaxe? Hmm.
Time to die.
God, I thought he was talking to me. Okay, we need salt. Salt pile and trauma root. That'll help you power level. Giant stone wheat to power level alchemy? Yeah, giant stones are just harder to come across. You know what? You know who I will get is what's this guy? Teldrin-Sero is his name? I'll go recruit this guy. I always hear very positive things about him as a
I work for Mogrul. You got a problem?
as a companion.
Teldrin-Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. Then let's be off.
Right behind you.
Mogrul doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
It's funny, I'm playing with my boy Teldrin right now. He's a real one. Yeah, I've taken him before, but I was very young when I did. He is not a virgin. What is the Blessing of Azura? What does that do? %10 resist magic. Cool. Well, let's try to make it back to Winterhold here. Oops. Oh, shit.
Pick up your trash, fetcher.
I would love to. Is he looking at me? Is that the problem? Nope. There we go. I always trap at a solstice early so I can pray to the glorious new temple. Yeah.
If you're looking for passage,
Just jump in here and answer random lore questions so Dareloth can focus on Nocturnal's feet. Thank you so much.
Dareloth, eh? Let me guess. See, so, if you look a few decades ago, look, something out there is... I'll tell you what, that's where all you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
Where you? All eyes are on you, lad.
Welcome to the trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
God, bone mold is so cool. Hello, Dareloth. What's the most painful human experience? Many would say childbirth, but that only produces 48% of the pain of being a Bethesda Game Studios fan in 2026. Yep.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
I think I'd have to agree with you there. Bethesda got me birthing triplets. Praying to save creation from their tribunal blasphemy.
What's on your... I'll show you what I know.
0% chance. Oh, he still had all the money from before. I'm gonna reload a save. Yep, it's fine. Or maybe that... No, maybe that was just way too much money to try to steal. Yeah, it was just too much money.
You could have just asked.
Alright, well, this is over.
Hey, good to see you.
Pass 300 kidney stones or play through Gold Road 300 times. Oh god, Gold Road was so trash. I don't know that I told anybody online this, but a couple weeks ago I left a negative review for Oblivion Remastered on Steam, and it's got like 400 I don't know, not responses, but like, what is it? Like likes or something? I don't know. I keep getting emails about it. They're like, check out your post on Steam. And I don't know if it's because it was a good review or because people recognized my username on Steam.
So, this is Riften. Glover Mallory told me a good deal about the place. It looks exactly as I pictured.
What's my beef with the remaster? The fact that they just abandoned it and have not addressed any of the bugs that I talked about in my review of it is really pathetic. Okay, Black Star. Going back here.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers. I don't really know anyone at the college. I guess everyone just assumes I do because I'm a Dunmer.
Stendarr, maybe this is my chance to make things right. I can finish Malin's work. The way it would mean cutting the star off from Azura. Give me a minute to examine the star. I'll see.
OG Oblivion looked bad because of its age.
And cracks aren't encouraging. Malin obviously was growing more desperate once he left the college.
Looks AI generated. I don't mind the way that Oblivion Remastered looks, like some people do. The remaster didn't really need to happen, IMO.
Actually managed to trap his own
And the way they handled it is somehow jankier than regular Bethesda, and that's an achievement. Yeah, 100%.
The star is being used to sustain Malin's soul. I can't fix it while that fragment of him is inside.
Here, hold on. Let me make a save here.
The star is being used to sustain Malin's soul. I can't fix it while he's already dead. Worse, the enchantment keeping him intact requires black souls. I don't know how many people he must have killed. If we don't do something, the enchantment will eventually fade and the star will slip back into oblivion. Azura will have the last laugh.
Yeah, I think the Shivering Isles is a huge miss in the remaster. Far worse than the original.
Precisely. But it's not as simple as enchanting Malin away. He's put up barriers. Souls are only allowed in, not out. If we were to somehow send a soul inside the star, one that was ready to overpower Malin from the inside, I could soul trap you, place you inside the star, then bring you back once Malin has been dealt with. I understand if you need some time to prepare. Let me know when you're ready.
I think we have enough to do this.
Malin's soul is beyond hope because his body is dead. But I'll be keeping you just slightly alive on this end. But be careful. If you die inside the star, your soul will be disrupted. There's nothing anyone can do for you if that happens.
So I actually bought my friend Oblivion because he's one of the guys that's in my D&D campaign. And so he actually has never played an Elder Scrolls game before. I always say he has the weirdest Elder Scrolls experience of anyone that I know, because he first played an Elder Scrolls game in my D&D campaign. Like, his first Elder Scrolls experience is through D&D. So the players went to the Shivering Isles, and then once they got out, we were like, hey, you should play Oblivion to like understand more about the Shivering Isles. And so I bought Oblivion for him like a couple months back, maybe 4 months ago. And I bought him OG Oblivion, like the Game of the Year version, but I bought him the OG version. And he had a fucking blast playing Oblivion. So I don't know, like, did it need the remaster? I think there were parts of Oblivion that were fundamentally flawed.
Until next time.
But
I told you what you wanted to know.
I just think the way they made the remaster was so unnecessary.
Stand very still. This might sting.
So this is the fabled college.
First, I'll need to grab hold of your soul.
Amazing.
Now, take a deep breath.
Ah, my disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting hungry. Why? There's something different about you.
And who are you to challenge me? I have conquered mortality itself. I've spat in the eyes of the Daedric Lords. This is my realm now. I've sacrificed too much to let you take it from me.
My favorite part of the Oblivion remaster was Gigalag utilizing game crashes to win. Very immersive experience. Gigalag, also, can I just say, this is one of the coolest areas in all of Skyrim. This area is so cool. Make a hard save here. But, yeah, I think that the performance issues with that game were unacceptable. I never had any serious issues with it, but I did have crashes. Oh, okay, that's a one-shot. Holy shit. Let's level up our health before we explode. Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ, I knew this was going to be a nightmare coming in here. I don't like how Oblivion Remastered replaced some of the voice actors. That just feels disrespectful. Yeah, I agree. It's been my take for forever on it. Do I have an invisibility potion? I don't. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, this might not be possible at the moment. Can I jump through here? Damn you, Bethesda, and your invisible walls. Are we hidden? We are actually hidden, holy shit. Please don't look at me. Maybe. Okay. Poison with the slow. Okay. We can't be in here right now. We cannot be in here right now. We gotta go do something else. I think we need to go... I tried killing him in one hit. I wish I could kill him in one hit. We'll go back. We'll go to the college, yeah. No, we won't go to the college. We'll go to... I don't know. I guess we'll go see... Barangard here. Parry for Spellbreaker. Yeah, that'd be cool. We don't really need to do stealth anymore. This stealth archer thing is not necessary anymore. It was just to level up really quickly. So we might want to start putting points into being more tanky.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discover spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
No, there's Muffle.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should... join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Don't have enough magicka for Muffle? How much magicka is it? 127. Jeesh. Well. The COVID King. Periate. Yeah, we can do Periate stuff. He is about... Where's Karth Waste? You know what? No. We're going to start the Mehrunes Dagon quest. Because if we can get that dagger, that would be very helpful.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
White
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Skyrim.
Nice weather for a ride.
Doesn't look like
Hope it
much to
lasts.
me. Now, Blacklight, on the other hand, that's a...
Pro tip, quickly run through the entire Thieves Guild questline to get the Nightingale armor, which boosts illusion. We could do the Nightingale stuff as well. Yeah, the thing is, I'm very weak right now. So,
you know
I'm
any true
safe,
sons and
Skull.
daughters of
Who do you think we're
Headed to
threatening
head to
with
win.
our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
Rife with freezing cold weather and full of unfriendly creatures.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum, and I'm not changing my mind. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history cannot be forgotten. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for.
How's it going, Evelyn?
Let's talk inside.
I always kill this guy on sight for Martin. Is he essential, or can you kill him right now?
Me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the opening of the Oblivion Gates. Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn.
All good here, dealing with another heat wave though. I forget, what state do you live in, or country, or wherever? Where are you experiencing a heat wave? You don't have to dox yourself, but what region?
The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron.
UK, gotcha.
He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever.
You don't have anything to say about their outfits? Not that it was the drip of the hero of Kvatch after exiting the Imperial City sewers. That was the fit, bro.
Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business?
Why did you open this?
It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill.
Huh. I never really noticed that this guy refers to himself as we. He's like, is he identifying with the Mythic Dawn here?
And here you are. I hope you found the museum to your liking. They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis.
Okay, I just checked my phone. I will have to go here. So apologies.
I'll just be tending the museum if you need me.
But this was a good stream. Got some good conversations and had a good time playing. So thanks to everybody for stopping out and spending some time hanging out here. If you would like to... yeah, that's true, Holly. Yeah, if you'd like to join the Discord, you can as well. And the next video will be out. The next lore video will be out. God, I don't know when, but I'm gonna do a lot of research on souls. I just got back from a camping trip, so that's where I've been. But yeah, we're finished with that. So I'm back home. I'm gonna get into researching for that lore video. I need to get my Elden Ring runs out on the channel as well, so that will be finished hopefully this week. It is my girlfriend's birthday on Friday, so we're also preparing for that. And I've got a buddy of mine in town, so we'll see how much work I'm able to get done this week, but I'm going to try my hardest to get done with all the shit that I need to get done with. And yeah, I will be back for this month and then August. So talk to you guys soon, and see you around.